3 on the weight loss vlogs. Yesterday was shoulders, so today restarts the workout routine cycle. So today will be chest. Chest day, same as any day that I normally do. I'll start with the dumbbells, like I explained yesterday. I'll probably do some dumbbell incline press, then dumbbell flat bench press. Then I'll usually go and do the exact same thing, but just do it on the barbell. So I'll do a barbell incline, barbell flat bench. After that, what I've been doing, and it's probably not the best exercise, but I enjoy it, and I've been told it helps you get your bench, your flat bench up a little bit, is doing floor presses. That's when you're laying flat on the floor, and basically you're bench pressing, but you're flat on the floor, so you aren't able to get the full negative depth with your elbows reaching down below your torso, because you come into contact with the floor. I haven't done them like a bunch, but just this last couple of weeks I started doing them just because I was like, you know what else can I add on chest day to just really burn out? And it's really just the top range of motion, the top end of a bench press is what you're ultimately getting out of it. But I've noticed I get pretty fatigued on the flat bench, and I can go around, where I can't get another rep or two off, but I can go over on the floor press and rock the same weight and do some with the floor press. So it is allowing me to get a little bit more work done, for not as much effort, I guess. So dumbbell incline and flat, barbell incline and flat. Then I'll do floor presses. I always do machine pec flies towards the end, kind of the same as when I do my shoulder day. I'll do the rear delts at the end. I like doing the cable flies, but I do them with, because a cable fly and a machine fly, there's not like a huge difference between the two. Yes, you've got less stability with the cables, so ultimately it can get a little bit more workout out of you. With I could be misquoting, but I think it's engaging the core to help keep stable, as well as it's definitely a workout trying to be able to keep both of them nice and even and controlled through the rep. The reason I like to do the cables, I won't do the exact same setup as the machine flies do anyway, but my gym doesn't have a decline bench, so I'll put the cables down on the lowest setting, the very bottom, and it's at the very top, and bring it down almost like as if I was doing flies on a decline bench. I'm reaching from a higher point with my arms in a higher position, and then bringing it down with the angle that the cables are in to meet in the middle, probably down by my waistline level. So it's like a downward motion. So it's supposed to work, I guess, the lower portion of your pecs, whereas the regular flies is kind of like a full I guess it would be more of a middle pec workout. Which, I mean, again, I'm not trying to bodybuild. It's just, if it's chest day, why not try and hit chest to the most? There's no reason to do a chest day and then only work out 70% of your chest. If you're gonna do it, you might as well try and work out every bit of it that you can. And of course, I'm probably working more of one portion more than the other anyway. But like I said, I do cables and machine towards the end of the workout. It's not crazy heavy weight, so yeah. So when I first started going to the gym, when I was working on starting to get the weight down, I started out with just doing like a whole bunch of cardio. And I basically just jump on the treadmill, which the treadmill is a great workout, especially if you're on the heavier side, like really up there in the higher 300s, 400 pound. You know, I've had a little bit of knee issues, a good bit, the last like 10, 15 years of my life, just because I mean that's a lot of weight. You're pushing with your knees, your legs. You know, I've always kind of laughed that, you know, fat people don't skip leg day. You know, we have leg day every day. Even if I don't go to the gym, you know, my legs are still pushing, you know, 200 pounds around town, 300 pounds, 400 pounds around town. You know, that's some that's a workout in and of itself. You know, so that's why a lot of bigger people, our calves are some monsters too. So, but anyway, I started with the treadmill. It's nice and low impact. It keeps you from really just you know, destroying your joints too much. If you're gonna do it, you know, I had one little stint a couple years back where I was doing some light jogging on the treadmill, and I was able to do it and keep it going for a good little bit. But I always noticed that the next morning, my ankles and my knees would just be shot. You know, it felt like I had sprained them the day before, even though the day before, leading up to going to sleep and everything, I felt just fine. But that wear and tear I was putting in on it, you know, after my body had some time to sit there and register what had happened, was like, oh, we might not want to keep doing that. So instead, you can get a good workout in with speed, you know, jogging and sprinting. You can also get a hell of a workout in, and I don't think a lot of people give it enough credit, but incline is a hell of a workout. You know, you can do a light walk, brisk walk. I mean, you could be just really damn near crawling, but if you get that incline going, I mean, you're burning some calories. You know, you really are. I like to get a minimum. You know, like I said, when I first started, it was mostly to all cardio. So I'd spend like an hour or 2 hours on the treadmill, max the incline out. You know, it was like a 2.5 on the speed. So it's not like a fast walk. It's pretty leisurely, you know. But that max incline, you know, the machine's telling you I'm burning like 1,000 calories in an hour, which, you know, my personal belief is that the machines can't be trusted. You know, maybe it's just a conspiracy, but, you know, if you're trying to sell a machine, you know, wouldn't you want people that are going to use the machine to feel like, to be able to look down at numbers and see results, whether or not they're truthful or not, to sell more product? I don't know. I just take it with a grain of salt. I've always found if I enter like my weight and stuff, I always try and lowball it. I'll take like 10 pounds off to try and offset some. And even then, if it tells me, you know, 10 pounds lighter, I burned 1,000 calories, I'll take 50% of that. You know, if it's telling me 1,000 calories in an hour, and don't get me wrong, I mean, if you had looked at me, you probably thought it very well could have been the case. You know, that's drenched in sweat. You know, through two t-shirts. You know, just disgusting looking. Just put in some fucking work. You know, but even then, I don't count but half of that. You know, if it says 1,000, I burn 500, and I'm happy with that. You know, another piece of advice for those of you trying to work on your weight: do not, I repeat, do not burn calories and then turn around and think that you can eat those calories back, because that is not how it works. Okay, you know, if you go and if you're eating your maintenance calories, right, maintenance weight, and then you go and burn 500 calories at the gym, and you're like, well, now I burnt 500 calories, I'm gonna go eat 500 calories. Well, like I just said, you know, it doesn't matter what app you're using, it doesn't matter what machine you're using, it doesn't matter any of that. there is no way in hell that they're going to sit there and tell you to 100% efficiency how many calories you burn. And for you to be able to say, well, I know I burned 500 and I know I can eat 500. You know, I'm not a doctor, but I don't imagine when they say you burnt 500 calories that it's as of that second, you know, because with a lot of workouts, you know, you get your heart rate up, you know, you're recovering. Sometimes it's an extended period of time that workout is fatiguing or taxing your body, you know. Maybe not so much with cardio, but a lot of the reason why I started doing lifting was that, you know, I don't remember who said it, but they were saying that when you lift, your work isn't just being done when you're in the gym. You know, you're lifting and you're taxing the system, but then when you go and leave, you set that weight back down. Your system's still fighting. You know what I mean? Because of the processes that are occurring through muscle building. Like you're still actively, you know, you're still actively working out, even though you're not actively working out. You know, like your body is still pushing itself to repair, to recover. You know, it's lifting is just all around one of the best things that you can do for weight loss. You know, it's I definitely noticed, you know, when I did treadmill and the stationary bike and stuff like that alone, yeah, I'd lose some weight, but I did not notice like a big increase, a big influx in my weight loss until I started really trying to lift and stick to a routine and keep it consistent. You know, and that's with dieting. You know, dieting did not change before or after. You know, I had the same diet, same everything with just cardio, and the same diet, same everything when I went to mostly lifting with a little bit of light cardio mixed in. You know, lifting is definitely the route you want to take if you're trying to be serious about getting the weight off. And again, just like me, I'm not getting into lifting because I want to be Mr. Universe. I'm getting into lifting because it is going to get me to my goal faster. You know, can you do it with a treadmill and a stationary bike? 100%. 100%. It's doable for sure. You know, at the end of the day, you know, calories eaten, tracked, you know, to ensure that you're going to lose weight, and then exertion, exerted. I hate doing that. You use a word twice like that. It's stupid. Exertion implemented. However the fuck. You know, ultimately that you're working. You're putting in the work. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to go to the gym at all. You don't have to work out at all. If you just work on your diet, you can do it off diet alone, 100%. You know, it's just, again, like we talked about in the first video, when you're in that mindset, you know, it's hard not to want to just overdo it. You know, I feel like it'd be very hard for somebody that actively wants to lose weight to just diet alone. I mean, I'd love to meet that person. That, to me, I feel like that takes more willpower than doing everything or nothing. You know what I mean? Because everything or nothing, it's easy, or at least in my mind, it's easier if I do the one thing to do it all. Right? Because if I try and just diet and I'm not working out, then I start to actively create justifications in my mind, you know. And maybe that's just me, you know. That you guys might be a lot better at that than I am, but for me at least, if I'm gonna do the damn thing, I'm gonna do the damn thing, you know. There's no reason to be gingerly about it, you know, at least that's how I feel. So, but yeah, chest day, get this workout in. Maybe hop on a stationary bike or treadmill. Like I said, since I started lifting, I've really neglected my cardio a little bit. It's something you definitely want to do both, guys. You know, you don't want to do all of one or all of the other. You know, definitely make sure get a little bit of everything. You know, it's good for you. You want to get that heart rate up. You know, it helps. You know, not to get all voodoo-y, but you know, we were made for that shit. You know, there's so many things that your body can do better just by you taxing it a little bit every once in a while. You know, and even then, not really every once in a while. Like, you want to be doing this stuff, you know, a couple days a week minimum. You know, realistically, probably once a day. But you know, I know not everybody can do that. You know, hell, I have a pretty good record of being able to do that, and even then, some days, you know, with work or something like that, there's days I just cannot. You know, there's not enough time in the day. You know, but and I'll be honest, those, like I was saying, for me, it's all or nothing. It is a slippery slope. The days that I'm not able to go to the gym, it is scary fast how quickly you can talk yourself out of or into something. You know, well, I'm not working out anyway. It's been a long day at work. Why not I just go eat whatever I want? You know, who cares about the meal preps or the diet or anything like that? And then, you know, one day turns into two, turns into a week, turns into next year. You know, fuck that. No more next year. So let me get in there, get this workout in. If I've got more to say, then I'll do part 2. These are starting to get a little bit shorter because I don't have as much to talk about as I did day 1. So videos 1 and 2 for day 1, videos 1 and 2 for day 2. Day 2, the videos are a little bit shorter. I feel like people would enjoy watching like a quick jaunt of a video instead of like a big 45-minute to an hour video. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to keep making these smaller videos of the before and afters and sending them off like that. So hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, if there's anybody watching that has a specific question about anything or anything like that, feel free to comment about it. You know, I'm not an expert at all, but I spent a lot of time looking into stuff and just trying to keep myself motivated and stay on the track. You know, 70 something pounds down. I'm an expert at that. I'm an expert at taking my 360-pound body and getting down to 285 so far. That is all I'm an expert in. So hopefully this is not the end of that, but just the beginning to a much longer path. So alrighty, y'all have a good day.